Today I'm going to show you how to make a baby shower rubber ducky cupcake. This is for you, Annie. So I've got a cupcake here. It's a carrot cake. And I'm going to cut the cupcake so that there is a hole in the middle so I can put some filling in there. And this is going to go right on top. You're going to need gum paste. I've got yellow here, blue, because I want to make a little blue bow tie this time. And I've got orange for the beak. You're going to need a roller, some gum paste glue, which is just a little bit of gum paste and some water, some cornstarch so that when you roll out your gum paste it won't stick. You might need a couple tools. I used this one last time, I believe, to put the beak on. Icing to put in the middle of a cupcake if you decide you want to fill it. I've got cream cheese and coconut icing. You will need buttercream and colored buttercream for the water. I made a royal blue and I swirled it in the white, and then I made a teal and swirled it in the white. You'll see why you don't really want to mix it completely. And you will need, if you want to make your cupcakes look really pretty, you might want to add some cupcake holders, some really pretty ones that you can put the finished cupcake in. Also some candies, which I used for the bubbles. You can also do little, you can roll your own out of gum paste, but that's a lot of work. So I decided to buy these at the cake decorating store. And you'll need a knife to cut the cupcake, as well as a knife to spread your frosting and possibly a spoon. I use frozen cupcakes. I think it's a lot easier and it doesn't mess up the cupcake. The cupcakes are small and they can get kind of mushed down. So I suggest freezing your cupcakes before you do this. And then just pop that out. Put it to the side. Take your filling, put that right in. And put the top back on upside down, so that what that does is it gives your cupcake a little more height. Take your buttercream and you're going to make a crumb coating. And what this does is it seals in all the goodness and the moisture in your cupcake, as well as hiding the fact that there's a gap, in this case, at the top of the cupcake liner. You want to fill all that in. Then you're going to pop it back in the freezer. You want to keep this cold while you're working on your gum paste. Take your yellow gum paste. Now I made this gum paste earlier. You have to be really careful with gum paste that you don't let it sit out without being covered, because it will dry out pretty quickly. Then I've got my cornstarch here and I'm just going to take a little bit of that. This is a great tool, by the way. It's from Wilton. And I'm just going to knead that a little bit because it got a little hard. Depending on how large you want your duck. Mine are going to be pretty small. You're going to need 2 pieces. This one's for the head, this one's for the body. And roll them both in a circle or into a ball. For the body, you want to just elongate that a little bit. And then you're going to make a little tail at the end. Just squeeze it down and then make a little tail. Isn't that cute? Then I made a little indentation right here. That's where the head's going to go. You could also use your ball tool. Take a little bit of your gum glue, not too much, and put it right in the center. And then you plop the head in there. Set that aside to dry. Take a little bit of the gum glue. You don't need a lot. Put that right underneath here. I think that's really cute. I'm going to make little indentations for the eyes using the back of my paintbrush. That's going to tell me where I want the eyes. Now comes the fun part. We have our cupcake. I'm just going to randomly put the frosting on here. Because I want it to look kind of like waves. Now I found that last time when I did this, that a little bit of white on top of that looks good. And then you want to put your bubbles on. So I've got a combination of big and little candies. I like a combination of the two. I think it looks better. Your duck's going to go here. So cute.